Space is silent, but if you listen closely, it remembers everything. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, deep silent outer space, faint stars, dark blue-black gradient, mysterious cosmic mood, cinematic lighting. Every scream trapped inside a failing capsule. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, cracked astronaut capsule floating in darkness, red emergency glow, haunting atmosphere. Every heartbeat racing inside a cracking spacesuit. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, astronaut suit with glowing cracks, close-up helmet reflection, dramatic shadows. Those who looked into the darkness and whispered, "Send me." Dark minimal cartoon illustration, astronaut silhouette in front of huge rocket at night, glowing floodlights, powerful tone, the astronaut who promised he'll come home. Commander Elias Warren, the world saw a hero. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, American astronaut in NASA suit standing proud, soft blue glow, subtle patriotic vibe. A father who whispered to his daughter, "Daddy always comes home." Dark minimal cartoon illustration, astronaut kneeling to hug young daughter holding astronaut toy, emotional warm lighting. Mission Horizon 14, the Aurora 3 spacecraft. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, futuristic spacecraft on launch pad, night sky, orange-blue accent lights. The tests were rushed. Deadlines were political. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, stressed NASA engineers looking at red warning screens, paperwork scattered, dim office lighting. Families gathered behind the fences on launch day. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, families watching rocket on launch pad from distance, morning sunlight, soft shadows. Amy waving her stuffed astronaut like her life depended on it. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, little girl waving small astronaut plush, teary eyes, rocket towering. Behind, Elias touched his helmet to the glass and mouthed, "I'll be back soon." Dark minimal cartoon illustration, astronaut inside transport vehicle pressing helmet against window, daughter outside, emotional mood. Aurora 3 lifted off, shaking the ground. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, rocket blasting off with huge smoke cloud, fiery engines, dramatic low angle. A vibration began inside the spacecraft. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, spacecraft interior shaking, red indicators blinking. Tense atmosphere, thermal integrity breach, starboard side. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, glowing cracked heat shield tile flashing red warning symbols. Mission control froze. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, NASA control room silent, operators staring at screens, red alert lights. Elias looked at Earth, blue, peaceful, perfect. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, view of Earth through cockpit window, soft blue glow reflecting on astronaut helmet. "How long do I have?" he asked. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, astronaut face close up behind visor, dim light, expression solemn and calm. NASA didn't want to say the words. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, flight director in shadows covering face with hand, sadness and posture. A father talking to his daughter one last time. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, astronaut speaking into headset, faint hologram of daughter's face, emotional contrast the day the sky broke open. A streak of fire ripped across the dawn sky. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, fiery streak across soft morning sky over ocean, dramatic burning trail. Metal screamed as the heat shield cracked. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, spacecraft exterior glowing red, heat shield splitting, flames curling around edges. Mission control whispered prayers. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, NASA team bowing heads, tears, hands trembling, red glow from screens. "We're with you," Elias, the director said. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, dim lit control room, director speaking into mic, sorrowful expression. The ship began to break apart. Dark minimal cartoon illustration, spacecraft tearing in stages, small flaming debris trailing behind in darkness. Elias looked at Earth, forests, Oceans, sunrise. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Sweeping view of Earth's horizon. Golden sunrise illuminating astronaut's helmet gently. It's beautiful, he whispered. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Serene astronaut looking at glowing Earth, soft colors. Emotional mood. Aurora 3 disintegrated above the Pacific. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Spacecraft exploding into glowing fragments, falling like burning stars. Pieces glowed for 12 seconds before fading into the sea. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Burning debris streaks descending into ocean, calm water beneath, somber atmosphere. Amy stood at the memorial holding her stuffed astronaut. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Little girl at memorial wall with father's photo, American flag. Waving softly, emotional lighting. He believed humanity must reach higher, the engineer said. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. NASA engineer kneeling to comfort little girl, warm soft light, comforting tone. She grew up and joined NASA. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Grown woman in NASA jacket standing confidently in engineering lab. She redesigned the heat shield that failed him. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Engineer examining glowing heat shield tiles. Advanced tech environment. She built safer spacecraft. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Futuristic spacecraft blueprint glowing blue. Woman analyzing design. Watching a rocket launch from the control room. Dark minimal cartoon illustration of control room glowing with screens. Woman watching rocket ascent. Intense cinematic lighting. She whispered, "I'll be back soon." Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Close-up of woman touching mission patch, whispering with determined expression. They became part of the sky, part of the stars. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Starry sky with faint silhouettes of astronauts blended into constellations. Humanity keeps reaching higher. Dark minimal cartoon illustration. Rocket rising into space, stars glowing, inspirational mood.